A power struggle, usually it's a kid and a teacher, right? And the crazy thing is, I don't even know what we're arguing about, if you really think about it, but it's basically all about the same thing. The kid doesn't typically want to look bad in front of their friends. The teacher typically doesn't want to look bad in front of the class, and so they argue. And does it not look something like this? Kid seated, adult usually standing. And again, don't even know what we're arguing about, but it sounds something like this, does it not? Psst, yeah, 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 yeah. Kid last word, or teacher last word is usually what? Yeah or out. I'm going to take you through the 5 W, what I call the 5 W's of diffusing. Right? So back into yeah, 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 yeah. The first, and by the way, these are all things that I can do as the teacher, right? Yeah, 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 yeah. The first W, right? I'm going to unleash this, all right? Now, in general, I believe in dealing with kids as privately as I possibly can. That said, in this situation, things typically aren't private anymore, right? The kid just made a scene, they went through the room, they were loud, they were inappropriate, they were disruptive, they were all of those things, right? And so I'm going to look at the kid and I'm going to unleash my first W. Yeah, 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 yeah. Teacher, kid. Ready? It goes just like this. Whoa! That's it. That's all I'm going to say is whoa. And all my goal is to get the kid to look up like this. I want them to just look up at me like that. And by the way, multiple people in the class might look up too. That's fine. The next thing I'm going to tell them is, what is happening? So I'm going to tell the kid what exactly is happening. So it goes like this. Ready? Whoa! You and I are about to argue right now. Did I say it was her fault? Nope. Did I say she did something wrong? Nope. Did I say she was inappropriate? Nope. Did I say she was rude? Nope. You and I together, the two of us, are about to argue right now. Now I'm going to tell her why. I'm going to tell her why we're about to argue. So it goes like this. Ready? Whoa! You and I are about to argue right now. You don't want to look bad in front of your friends, and I don't want to look bad in front of the class. That's always why, right? Whoa, what, why? Now I'm going to tell her the fourth W, which is when. I'm going to tell her when we are going to talk about it, so it goes like this. Ready? Whoa! You and I are about to argue right now. You don't want to look bad in front of your friends, and I don't want to look bad in front of the class. So I promise you, the second class is over. As soon as it's over, you and I will finish this conversation then. Thank you so much for waiting until then. And then I do the fifth W, which is what? Walk. Get out of there. By the way, as you're walking away from many kids, what might they do under their breath? Yeah, they do the little mumble grumble under their breath. You know what I mean by the mumble grumble? You say knock it off or cut it out or please be quiet, and you start walking away. And as you're walking away, don't some kids do something like this under their breath? Whatever, Mr. Mendler, I hate your guts anyway, you skinny, dumb, bald, high pants wearing, big nose. You don't even know. I'll call my cousin and he'll punch you, and then I'll get my uncle, because you're just a blah, 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 blah. Don't be the one. Y'all know what I mean by the one? Don't be the one who says, knock it off, cut it out, please be quiet, turns and walks away, the kid mumbles, we get to hear, and we actually stop. And we turn, and we ask the single dumbest question ever invented in the history of education. What did you say to me, young man? Or what did you say to me, young lady? Because you already know what they said. And the last thing you want them to do is repeat it. But imagine, just for fun, imagine that this happened. Imagine that you say knock it off or cut it out or please be quiet, and you start walking away. And as you're walking away, just for fun, imagine the kid mumbles this under their breath. Ready? Imagine they mumble this. Excuse me, Mr. Mendler, but right now I have to call you a couple names under my breath. Because if I don't, I'm going to look like a wimp in front of the entire class. And I can't look like a wimp in front of the entire class. Everyone knows that. So could you please be the mature adult with a college degree and continue walking away from me right now? Because I have to eat lunch with these guys, and I have to ride the bus with them, and I have to be on the playground with them, and I have to play sports with them, and I have to be around them all day long. After all, Mr. Mendler, what do you tell us to do when someone calls us a name on the playground? You tell us to just turn and? Well, how come you can't? After all, Mr. Mendler, what do you tell us to do when someone says something to us that we don't like? You tell us to just ig. Well, how come you can't? And if you did, I would really appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. If a kid mumbled that, how many of you would go marching back? And see, I will argue that that is exactly what they're saying in the only way they can say it. They can't say it any other way. So they call me a name or two under their breath. And you know what my answer is to that? Guess. Whatever. But Brian, what? I can't let a kid call me a name. Why? Because if I let one of them do it, then, I can't let you go to the bathroom because then this whole table's going to need to pee. Sorry, if I let you get a drink of water, then the whole city of Houston's going to be thirsty. No, all right. Sorry, I got carried away. Y'all haven't heard of the concept of saying yes to one and no to someone else? Yes, you can go to the bathroom. No, you can't. No, but Brian, what? I just got out of teacher school, and I learned in teacher school you have to be consistent. Isn't consistency the key? Absolutely. Consistency. I'm for consistency. Consistently, every single time. Sure, you can go to the bathroom. I'm not sure. We got to see how many times it is for you every time, right? Consistency just means we do the same thing. It doesn't tell us necessarily what that thing is. Whoa, what, why, when, walk.